So today we have a car actually that will not start. It will push start, but it will not actually crank over when you turn the key. So what we have to determine first, if there's a problem with the starter motor, a ground cable perhaps, which I've already inspected and seems to be intact, to determine whether it's the ignition switch or if it's a starter motor. The easiest way to do this is we go in here and we disassemble, we pull down this air conditioning pump, and then what we will do is we will be able to access the back of the starter and actually get to the two wires that go to the starter. One of them is terminal 30 and one of them is terminal 50. But I'll explain what those two wires do later. At any rate, let's get to work. Now, as you can see, what we have here is you can actually get to the starter motor, which is actually right here. The two wires that we're concerned about are up top. See if I can give you a better view. Right there. And that one is the big wire with the nut on it is actually terminal 30, which is direct battery power. And the other little wire that we see down there is actually terminal 50. That is actually the wire that is connected to your ignition starter switch. When you turn the key, the ignition actually sends power down to that, which actuates the solenoid on the starter, which makes the car start. At any rate, I will set it up so we can show how you can test this. Now what I have done here is I've actually hooked up a jumper wire to the wire that plugs into the starter motor, terminal 50. And the purpose behind doing this is that now we're going to hook up a test light to this terminal. And what will happen then is we will hook up, let's see the best way to do this. Hook up a test light to it, and then what we'll do is we'll set the car down and we'll hook up the test light to ground, and then what I will do is I'll go inside the car and actually turn the key and see if the test light comes on. If the test light comes on, then it's determined the starter is actually bad. If the test light does not come on, then it's actually the ignition switch that is the problem, or some circuitry in between, which is highly unlikely. Anyway, let's get to it. So the ground that I'm actually going to use, just because it's so easy and readily available, is I'm going to put the test light right on the ground terminal of the battery. And we should be able to, if I can get this camera in the right position, you'll be able to actually see that light up when I turn the key. So we're going to actually turn the car over and see if the test light comes on in the battery, and if it does, that confirms that we actually have a bad starter. And there we go. We have a bad starter motor. So we'll need to be replacing that.